Hey everybody, Mike McDonald here, Newport Beach, California. Over the next few minutes, I want to share with you how to do a water test and how to do a water party at your house. And so we're going to go through this kind of quickly, but I think you'll get the gist of what we're trying to do. Number one, let me kind of share with you what we got here. Obviously, we have the black velaqua water unit. We have the white velaqua water unit. We have gone to the store and purchased a variety of different water bottles and test along with a couple of sodas. We have tap water here in this jug. We have the velaqua water here in this jug. And as you can see, we got some strawberries, some tomatoes, strawberries, and onions. So all of this is going to be part of our demonstration. So at your house, you can have a lot of fun doing this. Also, you see this white stand. This is kind of cool. Got this at the Container Store and pretty readily available. Probably get online on eBay as well. Less than 20 bucks for this. As you can see, it expands back and forth, so it's very, very cool to do your demos. Now, if you want to do a water party at home, just call your family or your friends or your neighbors up and just make it very, very simple, make it fun, number one. So let's say you called up your friend Bob and say, hey, Bob, this is Mike, you got a minute? He says, yes. Bob, what are you doing Thursday night besides watching TV? Great, you and the wife come on over, we're having a water party. Obviously, they're going to say, what the heck's a water party? You say, well, can't tell you, take out all the fun. But here's what I want you to do, Bob. Bring us a sample of your tap water. You know, maybe 8 to 10 ounces of your tap water, along with your choice of bottled water that you would normally drink. What we're going to do is test it for you. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I promise you, Bob, it'll be worth your time. Can we count on you to be here? Great. See you Thursday, 7 o'clock. Don't forget to bring the water. Click. Call the next person. Get about 4, 5, or 6 couples over. Now, you can show the demonstration or already have it set up like what I have right here. And we're going to go through this because there's a couple of things you want to do. Number one, go ahead and pour up the tomatoes and the strawberries, grapes, whatever vegetables and fruits you want to, because this is going to be a taste test as well. Pour those up ahead of time like what we've done here. Next, you want to have them, we're going to test the chlorine first, then we're going to test the pH, okay? So it's going to kind of work like this right here. We're going to take a cup, pour tap water into the cup. Don't need a whole lot. And we're going to test it for chlorine. You have your OTO chlorine tester, same thing they use in a swimming pool. Now you can pick these up at the swimming pool supply store or pet stores, places like that, just to test chlorine. And that's all we're going to do is test how much chlorine is in the water. So we're going to go ahead and test this, put a couple of drops in there. Don't need much, and give it a chance. And out of fairness, we're going to take some of the velaqua water, pour some of it up. Now this velaqua water is no more than tap water. We take tap water, lift the lid, pour it in, and it comes out amazingly wonderful, energized, micro-clustered water. And as you can see, it's already beginning to turn yellow. Now, put a couple of drops in here, just like we did there, and we'll let that set for a couple of seconds there. Now, here's what's really cool, guys. Just put your water in order. Now, these are what we call spring water. These are reverse osmosis water as a rule. And what we're going to do is test. Now, we already know ahead of time there's no chlorine here, so we don't really have to test that. This is Fiji water. Now, you know, it's probably going to test pretty good, but, you know, it's pretty expensive. It comes out about $25 a gallon. But let's test all these various ones real quick. This is your pH tester. Now here, this is a special pH liquid in here. You can't use the acidic alkaline strips that you buy at the drugstore or the grocery store because it only goes up to about 8. You need to get these either off of eBay. We send you one free with your water unit, or you can order them from our back office online, you know, at our own site. So here we go. We're going to put 2 drops in each glass. Now what we're going to be looking for is the color, because seeing is believing. The colors don't lie. All right, now we'll just take a second for those to sit, and we're just going to stir those up a little bit. And based on the chart behind me, the chart's still up, here's what we're going to do. We're going to explain to you a little bit about what you're going to do. Now, you can order one of these charts just like that right there and have this at your home for your little home presentations, okay? So here we got it. This side is acidic. This is where most people live. This is where sickness is. Take a swimming pool for an example. If your swimming pool is acidic, algae begins to grow in your swimming pool. Not good. If you get the alkalinity up, algae disease cannot live over here. Sickness lives here, does not live here. So as you can see here, green, 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 very acidic as we go through here. Your spring waters are generally pretty good, but your reverse osmosis water, not good because they're way over here in the acidic side. Also keep in mind, reverse osmosis takes all the minerals out of the water. It's called dead water, and so no life here. Our unit, you could literally take distilled water, pour into this, and it comes out microclustered, energized, amazing mineral water. Very, very cool. Plus the ORP. We won't get a lot into that tonight, but the ORP means that it is antioxidant water, which is really, really cool. Now, here's what we've done. We've tested all these, so we know that in order for you to go from here to here, you got to make lifestyle changes. What kind of changes do you have to make? Well, it really starts with your water and your food. It's kind of hard to eat enough greens to make a change over here, but you can simply drink water and move from here to here. How simple is that? Well, let's just take a look. Just take our water, you drink it, great water, and as you begin to drink the water, look what happens and how we can begin to change the pH of the waters. Is that not cool or what? So you can make simple lifestyle changes as we go across the horn here. You can just see how we can just add more water to our diet. And they tell us that you need to drink 1 ounce per pound of weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you need to drink about 100 ounces. So look at what happens over here though, guys. This is terrible because these waters are almost like battery acid. Look at that. This is way over here on the acidic side, even off the chart. This is like battery acid, no good. You really don't want your kids drinking sodas or these so-called sports drinks. They really don't do any good. What your body really needs to be hydrated. This really doesn't work. So let me show you this. It's about a 50-to-1 ratio. Even this whole container could not change this because it's so acidic. But look what happened. You can see we made changes here. Now, let's test our water. This is our velaqua water. Want to test it to see how it compares to these waters, okay? There's our velaqua, and we're going to test it. Looky there, guys. Purple, good. See here? As you can tell right here, we're up here on the purple chart, and that is good as it gets right there. Now here's what's scary. Let's say that your kids are drinking the sodas and the Gatorades. Look what happens when we drink just a little bitty bit. Take just 1 cup. Just 1 cupful of this in our daily diet, and look what happens. Our body goes back to the acidic level. That's a reason right now, if you do a survey, every city, every state across the country, the rate of kids being sick is at an all-time high. Every school system gets paid based on attendance. And a lot of the schools are going in the hole because there's so many kids homesick. It's all because they live here rather than here. Call that a clue. Now, let's look at this. We talked about the tomatoes a moment. Here's what's really cool. The water that comes out of here is what we call microclustered. The water is a lot smaller in size than in tap water. So it does a lot of great things. For an example, when you drink the water that's microclustered, it immediately goes into the cells of the body. Whereby you drink tap water and our bottled water, fix that again. Tap water or bottled water, here's what's going to happen. Your tap water, you begin to feel it slushing around in your stomach. Here, it immediately goes into the cells of your body and penetrates through every cell of your body. That's a good thing. So microcluster is good. Here's another example of microclustering. Let's take for an example the tea bag. I'm going to open up this tea bag, okay, and I'm going to put it in here, and watch how fast it begins to turn into tea. Simply by just pouring the water. Look at that, guys. That's called microcluster. Look how quick it is beginning to dissolve. it dissolves very quickly. Look at that. Now, you can use that tea bag several times because of the microclustering of the water and get great instant tea, okay? That's a good sign of microclustering. Now, we talked about the tomatoes. The alkaline water does an amazing job in helping strip the pesticides and waxes off of things like tomatoes and strawberries and grapes and carrots and all your vegetables. You don't really want to wash your vegetables in chlorine, the tap water, and here's why. Remember, this is chlorine. This is onions. Look what happens when you begin to wash everything that you have in chlorine. Look at this. Washy, washy, washy. Where did all the chlorine go? As you look here, now you see it's nothing but clear. Where'd the chlorine go? The chlorine went into your fruits and vegetables. Guys, you don't want to feed this to your kids, your husband, or your spouse. Not good. Now, let me just pour this. Now, I'll just leave it there for a second. I got another glass. I want to show you the tomatoes. Now, these were tomatoes washed in our velaqua. Actually, they just sat there, and look at what happens as we begin to pour those up. You can see a little difference there. Let me move a couple of these glasses out of the way. That's the velaqua water. This is the tap water. Another glass. And guys, you can see there's a difference in the color. Can you see the difference? There's a difference in the color. And when you taste them, guys, it's off the chart incredible. So at your home party, you want to have them taste the one that was washed with velaqua first. Let them taste it. Tastes like a sweet organic tomato. Then taste one that was from the tap water, and their face will wrinkle up because there is a huge difference in the taste. So I think that pretty much covers everything that we want to share with you here today. Do the same thing that we're doing here at your home party, and I promise you'll have the same great success. See ya on the next video.